Hello guys, welcome back to another video where you get to echo with me on this channel. Today I'll be doing a review of my very first show on this channel, and it's none other than the much talked about new show from Meghan, With Love, Meghan. So there are a couple of shows I could have talked about first, but it just happened that this show was released around the same time I hopped on this new venture. So it's called With Love, Meghan. I'm sure most of us have seen it already, but for those that haven't seen it, it's basically a cooking show. It's about lifestyle, homemaking, just the little things around, the house that we do every day, but just in a very sophisticated, very well thought of way. So it's, it just centers around, everyday life, doing stuff yourself, whether it's decorating for your kids' party or hosting some friends or just, hosting a party, just how you present things, how you make it look glamorous, how you make it look very beautiful. So, but the show has been met with so much criticism as expected with anything that Meghan does. People are, always emotional, always jumping on it with their opinions and with their, criticism. So it's been heavily criticized. So many people have thought that it's not relatable. So many people have thought that she's not genuine. They've thought that she's not a professional cook. What is she doing? They've thought that it's out of touch with reality. I've read so many things and I'm like, oh my God, I'm even weak for her, But what I'll say is I have watched a lot of their series. I've very much been invested in Meghan, just as so many other people have been. I watched the Oprah interview. I watched the other series on Netflix with Harry. And I also had my opinions. I had my reservations, which obviously I didn't share openly. I shared with my friends and in smaller groups where it was raised. But I had my own reservations about, the interview, for example. I thought it wasn't the perfect timing. She was heavily pregnant, vulnerable. I just didn't think it was the right time to take on an interview of that capacity. I thought that with pregnancy, a lot is going on with you, a lot is going on around you, within, behind the scenes, and it influences a lot. It influences how you feel, it influences how you take on whatever you're being given or how you react to things. So I just didn't think it was the right time. And also the vibe I got at the time, it was just mixed. It was like, the royal family, I'm married to the royal family, it's not a big deal. Harry, I didn't really know much about him. I had mixed feelings about that, but it was like, oh, come on, they are the royal family. They're a big deal. Well, like them or not, they are a big deal. And who wouldn't know about the brothers, William and Harry, but it was her, she was sharing her experience at the time, and who are we not to believe her? When I thought about it again, I'm like, hey, you can't even judge her on how she's, presented herself about her marriage. If she came up, or if she came to us being all excited about the wedding, being all excited about, the royal family, a prince, we would have thought she was scheming or she was being calculative. So either way, there's no win, right? So I'm very much, into this new show that I've watched, With Love, Meghan. For people that have thought that it's not relatable, or for people that have criticized it, I don't know what to say. But for others, I would say, to be fair, is that not everyone that has criticized it has done so from a place of hate. I've met people that have said, oh, it just wasn't for me. I love Meghan, but this just wasn't for me. It's not my thing. I struggled to get into it. And I've met some other comments and some other, opinions that are rather really harsh and untrue. But what I will say is it's not for everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea, right? And you shouldn't even want to be everyone's cup of tea, to be honest. This isn't for everyone, but it is my cup of tea. This show, it's very much my cup of tea because I'm watching it and I'm like, oh my God, I love this lifestyle. I love what she's showing us. I'm learning a lot from her. I'm literally Googling stuff. I'm like, oh, what is this called? What is she doing? I'm getting all the tips, all the secrets, that she's letting out. I'm, taking it in like I'm like a student, taking notes, So it's very much for me because I'm like, who wouldn't love this lifestyle? Who wouldn't love to wake up in a beautiful home, surrounded by a beautiful, buoyant garden where you can just pop in anytime, harvest something, fruits, vegetables that you want to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner. You just move it from the farm or from the garden straight to your table. You know, walk into a grocery store, not just for your basic needs, but to shop for assorted, sophisticated flowers, vases. Just come decorate your house, plan an event. You know, who wouldn't want that life, please? Give me the money and I will live it. Oh, give me the money, I will live that life. I'll live it more than Meghan. I will. So I'm just watching the show. I'm like, it's very much my cup of tea. It's entertaining to me. I love it. It's educative. It's informative. It's educating. And I had so much inspiration from it, if I'm going to put it that way. It's just the little things she does. Nothing so out of touch, as people say. I mean, she did something like plantain chips, and I'm like, I make plantain chips in my house. I just didn't know Meghan could do it this way. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to try it, because she like added like an extra touch to it, an extra spice. I'm going to do it. You know, she's making like pasta, she's making lemon honey cake or whatever it's called. Like, she's doing it in like this, really, it's something we see, it's not new, but then she's showing it in her own way. She's showing this part of her that we've never seen before. She's sharing the secrets with us. She's making it about herself. Funny enough, she's not, you know, it wasn't about the royal family in any way, but people have found a way to make it about that, which unfortunately she can't escape now. Yeah. But I thought that it was very much my kind of show. I loved it. And she's been honest about this life that she's living now. She's been honest about the fact that, well, she's living this dream life, but it wasn't always like that. She grew up very much on fast food, which she has been really open about. And that's really something most people can relate to these days. Life is very much on the go. You're like, grab and go, like you're on a 9-to-5 routine. You have to come back home to, take care of your family. Sometimes you just have to order in. Sometimes you need to buy something, she said she's very much, she grew up she grew up that way, and now she's living this dream life. So there's nothing that is not to be admired or inspired by from that. So I think that it was a success. I think the show was a success. It's been renewed for the second season, and I will be watching, And she also has like a podcast that she's just, released some days ago. And I'm just seeing it as, this is someone that is rebranding, rediscovering herself. She's a big actress, or she was a big actress, but she's not been acting. She got married into this, like, one of the most powerful families in the world. And that has, changed the dynamics of her life. So now she's just trying to find herself. She's trying to, lean into those things that she's been able to do before now, just showing us parts of her that people don't really know. And apart from being an actress, showing us her calligraphy. She writes very well. She's showing us so many things. She's proper organized. She's a good host. She's shown us so many things about herself. And that's really relatable, because most of us are also on that path to, self-discovery, on that path to doing the things we love, trying to lean into it, trying to exercise our passions, our love for, the things that we're doing, just showing it in one way or the other. I don't see how out of touch that is, I just think that she was relatable, and people just need to give her a break, So yeah, that's just my little rant or mega rant on this show. It wasn't little, I've said a lot, but anyway, that was just my opinion. And I just want to thank you for listening to me. Thank you for engaging, and please continue to watch my videos. Like, subscribe, click on the notification button so you can, be notified when I have a new video out. This is going to be fun. It's not just about me reviewing shows. I'll be talking about a range of things. It will be so many things out that will be coming, so many exciting things that I'll be sharing on this channel. So please stay tuned. Thank you.